So I decided to come on here and give you some of my testimony first, before you even watch the other videos that I have. When I was 5, I woke up scared because there was what I later found out was an angel sitting in my room. It was praying over me. I, of course, at 5 years old, screamed for my mother. She ran in the room, and when she turned on the light, it disappeared. It was very vivid, bright white. I can't really explain it. In beautiful, long white gown. You could see the wings, and it was just a really bright light. Couldn't make out the exact features of the eyes and face because the white was just so bright. When I was 11, what appeared to be the exact same angel was sitting in my room. My dog woke me up because she began to bark at it. Her name was Whitney, and she began to bark, and I woke up and I saw it, and when I was 11, I wasn't scared that time. That time I said, "What is it that you want from me? Won't you just talk to me?" It did not say anything. It sat in a praying position in a red and wicker rocking chair. So fast forward a little bit. Actually, how about a lot of it? Let's go rough teenage years, all that, making bad decisions. Come to about, let's see, I'm 36 right now, so my daughter is about to be 6, so 7 years ago, I got clean. I took my last pain pill, and 7 years prior to that, I became an addict. I got hit by an SUV a year before that, and I hit my head. All I remember is when the SUV was about to hit me, I realized everything I had ever done wrong. Clearly, I didn't learn from that experience. I knew immediately everything I had ever done wrong. And I had to go to pain management because my knee, I had torn meniscus, all kinds of things. They did an MRI, I had slip disc, bulging disc, all kinds of stuff after this car accident. Never had problems before that. I got bit by a spider. I don't know if you can see it. This pinkish mark you see was a white scar. And I got bit by a... Hold on one second. Oh. I got bit by a brown recluse under my eye while I was sleeping, and 8 ophthalmologists said I was losing vision in my right eye, all kinds of things, and I ended up fine. I can still see. With my leg, with the accident I was telling you about, they said within 10 years I won't be able to walk. She said the doctor said in less than 10 years you won't be able to walk. I still can, thank God. Also, I'd like to show you something. My right arm. You see this? You see that scar? Well, my blood was septic, and the best way I can explain it to you is when my mom saw me at that point, she said I looked like death warmed over. I did finally get to the hospital, and when I did, I was incoherent. and I couldn't answer anything. The only thing I could even tell the doctor was that my mom's name and my mom's phone number. I didn't know my own birthday. I didn't know my address that I had lived at since I was 11. I didn't know anything. I couldn't tell them my own name, but I could tell them my mom's name and her phone number. And the last thing I remember before I completely passed out, before I even got into surgery, was the doctor telling me he was going to have to amputate my arm. I was admitted to the hospital immediately, rushed into emergency surgery. Come to find out, my blood was completely septic, and when I woke up from okay, so they rushed me into surgery. I get taken into the recovery room after that, and I'm not responding when they tried to wake me up. Mind you, never had a surgery before that in my entire life, so no one knew how I would work with anesthesia, how I would react to it, or anything else. Bear with me, okay? I'm telling you all of this for a very big reason. Nurses came to pray with me in my hospital room. They would ask me if they could pray with me, and they would shut the door. And they said, "Do you understand that this is nothing short of a miracle?" Me, in my normal fleshly state, not thinking of anything else, I'm just like, yeah, okay, right? Like, okay. Right? You don't, okay? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Well, when they tried to wake me up from the anesthesia, I wouldn't wake up. And I just didn't respond. I guess the doctor was trying to wake me up for a while. When I did finally respond, I do remember very vividly the very first thing I said to the doctor. She said, she was screaming, "Nicole, Nicole, come back." And I said, I woke up bright as day, like nothing had happened, not even like, out of it because of the anesthesia. And I told her, I said, "It's not my time to go yet." The only thing I remember during that time period, okay, the only thing I remember during that time period was a tunnel with lights down it. I can't tell you I had some out-of-body experience like that. Other than I did see my mom and my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my mom's best friend in the waiting room. I can't explain to you how that could be. I can't explain any of that, okay? I never really got any kind of out-of-this-world answers for that. I didn't. Let's fast forward to today. I was an ex-drug addict. I've been saved from multiple situations like the ones I've just told you about. That's just some. And when I was 33 years old, I was raised in church, went to Sunday school and things like that, did the Wednesday night family night things and the youth groups, and I did do stuff like that. Even through my addiction, I still prayed to God. Not daily, like I should have, but there were many, many times that I can tell you that I definitely prayed. I wholeheartedly, at 33 years old, finally made the conscious decision to give my life to Christ. Within weeks of that, I knew that I needed to be baptized immediately. So at 33 years old, I got baptized. 5 days later, my oldest son, whom I had not talked to in 6 years, many other personal things there, and I had not talked to him. And 5 days later, he decided to meet me at the beach and began a long 6-year process of trying to rebuild that relationship in itself. But he surprised me and I got to see him. Okay, baby, can you give me 1 second? I'll give you one. And that brings you to this entire channel. I hope you enjoy my videos, and I hope you take something away from this, because God has completely transformed my life. My next video is going to start telling you about some of the dreams. Some of the dreams that... Okay, you gotta stop. Hold on. I'm going to start telling you about some of the dreams I've had over just this past year in 2020. I might touch on some from 2019 too, but I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. There's some of my testimony, so you have a little bit of background of what God saved me from. And I hope He does the same for you. God bless. Bye.